The first thing that was most difficult for me in the movement was the pants, doing the kicks, making sure there's some stretch in there so I don't rip them when I'm kicking or doing a side kick or an extended kick. We had to create a lot of gussets in the pants to give me some room to do those moves. It's really interesting because Michael was so into the clothing of especially the movements, and I just remember hearing stories about it. When he was doing Smooth Criminal, he was trying to figure out why his tie wasn't moving with the spin the way he wanted it to when he stopped. So they put like a quarter in the tie to add more weight to it so it had that effect when he would spin, or he would try on jackets to make sure when he spins they kind of float up and give that effect. So he was very in tune with how the dance would be perceived through the clothing as well. So he thought about every little nuance, it's incredible. And I started to learn more about that when I was studying him.
Let's talk about the casting here, because it's so crucial you get this right. How did you cast Jafar Jackson as Michael here?
Well, Jafar is an interesting journey. Jafar was rehearsing to be Michael for 2 years. About a year before I came on, Graham King, the producer, had found Jafar. And when he flew to Italy to see me, I was on Equalizer 3, he said, I want you to do this film about Michael Jackson. I said, well, who's going to play Michael? Bob Richardson, the great DP, showed me a video of him and Michael on the set together. But it was modern. I said, well, when did you shoot a video with Michael Jackson? He said, no, this is Jafar. And it blew my mind.
You couldn't tell the difference?
Could not tell the difference. And then when I met Jafar, I thought he was pretending. I thought he was acting, auditioning for me. He was so Michael-like, just his way he spoke and his behavior and his gentleness. Then we did a test screening. And Rich, when I tell you, man, he walked out the room and it was Michael Jackson. And we started recording him, just doing tests, makeup tests, all that.
Right.
Then I threw a question at him. Now, Jafar never acted before in his life. I threw a question at him just to see what he would do.
Yeah.
And he answered the question as if he was Michael. And he had the whole room with tears in their eyes. And I was like, he's the real deal. First day of shooting, bad tour. So his first day in front of 500 extras, he had to come out and perform.
Bad.
Nice. Man, he blew everybody away.
And Colman Domingo is his father. Oh, my
Colman Domingo
gosh.
plays Joe.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story about Colman.
Please.
I did a test with Colman. I was filming something else. I hit a corner at the stage we're in, and I forgot we were doing a test with Colman. So when I turned the corner, I saw a guy with his back to me, and the makeup people were doing hair and makeup on. I thought, this must be a test for a wig or something.
Right.
The guy turned around, it was Colman. I shocked me. I can't tell you what I said. I don't say it on TV. And he started talking to me as if he was Joe. In our normal conversation about the day's work. It was so good, I went to Graham King, the producer. I said, Graham, we should film Colman today. It was not planned. So when he's on the stage, you'll see in the movie, when Michael's performing the final tour with his brothers, that shot of Colman, all that performance, was the first day I saw Colman in hair and makeup as Joe. It was so good, I said, I'm putting him in the movie right now.
Someone was asking me what it was like working with you. And I said, working with Jafar confirmed to me that every Jackson that I've been in contact with has this sweetness that is really part of the family. From Janet to you to Michael. I've even met your grandpa, like back in the day. So like, it's like it's in your blood.
Thank you.
It's really cool.
Thank you so much for that.
I was like, they didn't make that up. That's part of who they are. It's genetic.
Yeah, it's when you meet a lot, even my cousins and siblings, there is that similar
softness.
Yeah, that softness of how we speak. And there's that one cousin who's just, I'm kidding.
There's just a wild one.
There's always that one.
If I was your cousin, I'd probably be that one.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see you for, I think it was almost towards the end of the shoot when I saw you without the makeup. I was like, oh, there's Colman.
Was that a little meta for you? Because that was like your grandfather was on the set.
I mean, it was so close to home, but I was so taken away just how the presence, and the essence, without even trying, I felt it. And it was, I always say, he did this gesture to me when we first met, and he was Joseph in the hair and makeup. He did this gesture to me that my grandfather would do to me and my siblings and cousins. And I said, how did you who told you that? Like, how did you know that? Like, he did that. I was like, okay, yeah, he's ready. Yeah, he's set. Such a big family, so we'd have great times at Neverland, or we'd have family day at Havenhurst when he'd come over there, and there was just so much love and joy in those moments, and we were all just playing around, not realizing, what was really going on, but just having fun. That was really the driving force, is just really having fun every time he was around, and doing anything you wanted, really. If you wanted as much candy as you wanted, if you wanted to watch 5 movies back to back, anything you wanted. It was just so much fun in those moments. Growing up, I was inspired by many things. What comes to me now, I would say his level of creativity, his work ethic, of how he was never satisfied, always wanting to outdo himself and gives the audiences something unexpected each time.
Are you singing Michael's songs? Are we getting a little of Michael, or both, or how does it work?
It was fun because when I was doing all the performances, I was actually singing out live in the microphone on top of Michael's track. So it's a blend of my vocal and Michael's. However, they edited both of my vocal and Michael's together. But even the moments where there's no backing track, it's actually me singing. The acapellas, which was really fun to do. Most importantly, I just hope my Uncle Michael's smiling from up above. Most importantly, I wanted to make sure that I captured his essence and would give audiences a glimpse of just how incredible of a human being he was. Even if I captured just a tiny glimpse, that's what I wanted to do for this film and for my family. And from day one, that was my mission, just to bring that essence to the screen as much as I possibly can. And I never gave up, even there were days when I was very doubtful. Within my whole family, we all have a very similar tone when we speak and when we sing.
Right.
Yes.
So you can tell each other apart once you really hear it.
Oh.
Like my voice, it's lower than my Uncle Michael's. He has a high pitch.
Yeah.
But we all have a similar tone in our voice. It's just strong genes, I'd say.
Wow.
But I definitely got inspired by his music always up until now. And growing up, I'd watch his concerts on DVDs and tapes, and just study his moves, and of course the Jackson 5, and seeing the cartoon, and all that stuff inspired me as a kid.
Exactly.
So that's something I learned from him a lot, is being a perfectionist, just making sure you perfect your craft and try and get things to the next level, always trying to get better at something.
Exactly.
Practice makes perfect. So he inspired me in that way, and just creating the videos he did, just his humanitarian work with charity and giving back to people, and just spreading the message of unity and love, and I think that's very important in today's world.